Fireplaces in kitchen, new trends. Like
Everything.
trendy fireplaces, you know, that don't look like fireplaces.
Yes, there's so many, technology is advanced so much, it's begging for applications to use it in. So there's so many nice things, it's how do we use them? And when it comes to kitchens, it's not just about, hey, here's a kitchen and you need someplace to chop food and wash dishes.
Right.
It's not. It's about designing a kitchen based on zones, and what kind of zones do I want? Do I want a lounge area? Do I want a place for my kids to do homework? Do I want a food preparation area? Yes. Do I want a cooking area? Yes. Do I want a separate cleaning area? Yes, because we have parties and I want the dishes to go back there without having to mess up the area where I prepare food, right?
Well, our mothers were about smells, you know that.
Yes.
They'd say, I think the house smells like garlic. I love that smell. I'm happy my house smells like garlic, but your mother say, well,
Unless
get
you live
the
in a
air
condo.
freshener. We smell like garlic.
Yes, unless you live in a condo. And then again, there's the other thing. So there's technology that answers all those elements. So ventilation in the kitchen. People don't think about it much. Having good ventilation. Heating your countertop. So we use, the in-floor heating. Everybody knows about.
Countertop?
Yes. So everybody knows about in-floor heating. So yeah, you put new heat in your floors, but we also put it on the countertop on the island where people sit. So when they sit down and put their arms down, it's not cold stone. It's warm.
Who knew?
You don't have to heat the whole thing because if you're baking over there, you don't want a warm counter.
And you
so it's
can
nice
turn
to
it
have
up or down depending on summer, winter.
You can turn it on or off, and it'll warm it to a
so
certain.
you put new heat in the countertop. What's trendy in countertops? Granite, cement,
Stone has always been an all-time favorite, but there's some drawbacks with stone because it has some characteristics that people don't love. For instance, some stones stain more than others. Marbles are more beautiful, they're softer than granites, and then they stain more and they scratch more. The latest is really where technology has taken quartz products. So quartz countertops, which is natural quartz is a mineral that they take out of the ground, but they mix it with resins and pigments and they make this countertop. Traditionally, it was kind of bland and kind of modern looking and not very exciting. So now, with the technology they have, they make it look beautiful.
Can you get it white?
You can get it white. You can
White
get it with
quartz.
slight veining. Yes, you can get it with all kinds of looks. And now it's got a beautiful look, but it also has the durability you want, the performance you want, no water absorption. So now all of a sudden,
And can you
these are
do
good
anything
trends.
on it? By that I mean, not anything.
Yes.
But
I didn't know we're going there.
chop, chop, chop,
Yes.
without worrying. Because in
Yes.
Italy, when they're that beautiful, is it travertine marble? I'm not sure.
They use all kinds of marbles in Italy. Like Calcutta is one of my favorite marbles. And to me, if I did a Calcutta countertop, I'd want to use it and wear it. And you know when you go to an old fountain in Italy and those metal bars are worn because and you think to yourself, all these women came with their barrels and slid it on there, and over 100 years it's worn. Like to me, there's some sort of beauty about that.
Sure,
right?
you bet
when you
there
wear
is.
it, right?
And I like to be able to chop and do everything on the countertop, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not
yeah,
to go there again. Roll the pie crust.
Totally.
All of that, and then you slap the vinegar on and it's done, and you can start again the next day.
We don't want to worry about the materials and our environment that we use. We just want to use it.
Okay, good plan. Bathroom condos, bathroom spas, really.
Yes. So bathrooms are another whole element in themselves, and you can spend endless amounts of
Wow,
money.
I could spend time in there.
This is a condo, and there's a lot more to this bathroom. But the point about this is condos are tough to work in because you've got the pipe set. You've got another
that's
unit.
in a condo?
That's in a condo. That's I think like 20 floors up. There's another unit below, so you can't exactly go in their place and say I'm ripping your ceiling apart because I want to move all my pipes. So
And
you
I
can't do
promise
that.
it won't leak.
Right. So you have to kind of stick with what you have, and then you're like, well, how do I move my tub, and how do I move things? So you're fixed with the toilet where it is. The tub can be moved if you're creative. There we created a platform so that we could actually move the pipe over and move the tub a little bit.
And what's the flooring?
That's all tile.
It's tile. It looks like
Yes.
wood. I couldn't tell.
It's all tile, and there's just no limit to what you can do.
If you were going to lay down a wood floor, a rec room, living room, bamboo, cherry, what? Fir.
Okay, there's all kinds of flooring. I personally love quarter sawn oak. Oak is a beautiful wood, but when it comes to, for instance, oak, the difference between oak and quarter sawn oak is hamburger versus a nice Chateaubriand. So,
Okay, which is the Chateaubriand?
The quarter sawn oak.
course
it's
it
a
would
certain
be.
cut of oak that looks beautiful, it performs well, it's very stable, and it's classic. When you go into all these homes from 100 years ago, there's quarter sawn oak in them, and they're still beautiful.
Oh, quarter sawn, you said.
Quarter sawn, it's
Oh,
the
I
way
thought you were
that it's
speaking
cut
French
out
or
of the
something.
tree.
Or quarter sawn
Yes,
oak.
yes.
I know what that is.
Okay, there you go.
So
Now, walnut is a beautiful wood too, but you have to be careful what you go to because some of the woods will date and they become dated and they won't look so nice. Like Jatoba, which was a Brazilian cherry, you know, about 10 years ago, everybody jumped on this bandwagon of getting Jatoba.
The hardwood bandwagon.
And it's red. It's red.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, it's hard to decorate around, and I've pulled so much of that out. I've never put it in. I've pulled a ton of it out.
Dark floors in, light floors in, or does it matter?
I don't think it matters. It really comes down to your taste. There is nice versions of everything.
Right.
So there's nice light floors, and there are nice dark floors, and then there are ugly versions too.
You know, I was in Miami, and they had, I think it was oak, and they had stained it turquoise. Sounds terrible, but it worked in Miami. Because they had great taste, and I thought, a turquoise wood floor.
Well,
like,
it's probably a
who
nice
knew?
color
But it
of
was
turquoise,
good.
right?
I assume it
Well,
won't
how
be
many
there
people
forever.
hate parquet floors? There, I go parquet
I love
floors.
parquet floors.
I love them too. Now we did a house.
People pull them out now.
People pull them out. I did a house and I said, we're not pulling these out. We're going to stain them dark
Exactly.
brown, and they turned out stunning. It was beautiful oak, beautiful quarter sawn parquet floors.
Yeah, we could be the only two people in the country.
That's
who like
okay. We're starting a
parquet.
trend.
But you know, people cover them up with shag.
Yes,
or
they do.
something.
It's probably the best thing they ever did because it preserved it.
Okay, carpet-wise, are you doing a little bungalow, putting a carpet in?
Carpet is, I personally like area rugs. Now, I may use broadloom and do it as an area rug, so I do use broadloom a lot because it's very cost effective. I hate the corners of the room covered in broadloom because I hate that little crevice where the dust gets in and you get that black line. I'm a bit of a neat freak, and I like to be able to clean all the way around. And if there's a bug crawling around, I want to see it.
I see.
You know,
oh, well, then you
that's
can't,
me, okay?
You can't come to my house. Maybe you can stay on the porch. The Dove Spa, that's a commercial project you did. Tell me about that.
We do a lot of commercial projects. So Dove came to us because Dove was starting a series of spas in North America. And they came to us and they wanted us to develop the toolkit or the design for North America, and we built the first 2 locations for them. It was a very exciting project, and it's funny, that room that you saw was the first sketch I did on a napkin as to what the core of the place
That's
would
where
be
it
like.
started.
So it's not a napkin on that one, was just a piece of paper I did at the office. I sketched that, and that's how it came out. And then it was all about my feelings of what Dove was about. And when I think about Dove, I think serenity, I think white clouds, I think soft curves, and just not making
like the bird.
noise. And yes, so that whole spa was inspired by what my opinion of Dove was.
It has nothing to do with Dove soap.
Well, I think it's branded. They license the name. It's by Dove.
Oh, I
yes.
didn't know.
Yeah.
So it is really
Yeah.
the
So
Dove
Unilever
Spa.
was involved in it. Yes.
How interesting.
Yeah.
What great work you do. So you'll
Thank
be
you.
here at the Vancouver Home and Design Show Friday,
Yes.
Saturday. 2
Yes.
days. Will you
2
be
days.
speaking?
I'm speaking on stage, and then I'm going to the New Heat booth with Honeywell and New Heat to answer questions that people may have.
Okay.
So.
The New Heat was the best thing I ever did on my floor.
Was it?
I'm telling you.
Isn't it good? You
In the
don't
morning when
realize
you-
till you live without it.
No, I know. And
Right?
and when the power goes out and the floor goes off, alas, alack,
know-
getting out of the shower on a cold floor, never.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to
Thank
meet you. Thank you. Ramsin Khachi.